Hey, what's good? What's happening? What's popping, everybody? What's good? YouTube, what's good? This is the Bacchanal Podcast, man. Episode 101. Bacchanal Podcast, what is that, you ask? The Bacchanal Podcast is a fusion of hip-hop, video games, comic books, music, nerd culture, all rolled up in one spectacular show. Join me, KC and the T-Dot, and Akil, Batman Ting on right now in North Carolina.
Woo!
Yes, as we discuss nerd culture, adding our Trinidadian spin on things like you never heard before, okay?
Yeah, done though.
It's Blerd news like you have never heard before. So tune in, buckle up, let's do this, all right? How you feeling, cuz?
Feeling okay. I was feeling sick last week, so I'm super comfy right now. I got this Batman robe on, brother. You know the streets. I gotta keep the streets safe.
Yeah, you see that on YouTube?
And then I got the Joker, you know,
Nice.
right before he killed Murray.
Well, I got that silky dewy. I got that silky do-rag on because they don't mess up my hair, you know? That is, you know?
Okay.
Since things, I have to talk about it the right way, you know?
I got a cup and it's not scissor. I'm drinking with lemonade.
The ski mask way, you know?
You really ski mask into that? Protect these streets from folks like yourself.
The ski mask way, baby. What's good? Hashtag get the cutlass.
This gotta be the most ghetto Batman. Look at my ears. Look at these ears. Limp.
You are the softest looking Batman I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, I'm like Batman with a dad bod, bro. Like I'm the Batman from, remember that game Gotham City Sidekicks or something like that, where you're like the reject Batman? That's me right there. Look at that.
Oh, but yeah,
I'm
you're
Black Man. I'm Black Man. I'm not Batman. I'm Black Man.
Lord, America needs another war, man.
Y'all ain't ready for all this.
Our grandparents are shaking their heads at us right now. Like, what the fuck is this going on?
Costumes they made for black noses. Look at my big nigga nose just poking through.
Those are the flimsiest fucking bat ears I've ever seen in my life.
Brother, lip, they need that. They need a blue chew.
They're 2019 ready. They're like, hey.
They're ready, man. These are gender neutral ears, okay?
Exactly. Like, it's just flopping like a soft buddy. So what's
I got
good?
waves. I got waves now, cuz. Look at this.
Where?
Look, 5 of them. 1,
Oh,
5.
shit.
1, 5, bro.
I counted one clean one.
When the light hit it, when the light reflects, it's somewhere, man. Don't try to play with me now.
It's the you're only getting so much frames per second on your camera. I feel you. It's all good.
Good.
Barb was cutting my hair and it was thickening up, and he was like, "Yo, what's going on? What are you putting in your hair?" I said, "I'm sick of taking people's shit." His hair's getting better now. Hair's getting better now. But yeah, everything's good.
I put that black castor oil in my hair, son.
Oh yeah.
I put that in the beard. Look at this.
Yes, took mine off, cleaned up a little.
There was no shave November, bro. It's also no nut November.
Yeah, I was about to say that. How you feeling? How you doing? You measuring your buddy? Huh?
Measuring my buddy? What is that?
Were you counting semen?
Bullet man business is that?
Whole thing is bullet man business.
What's measuring your buddy? This is the bathroom with your dick out?
No, all these people are putting peer pressure on other people's dick right now about, oh, you shouldn't be butt.
That's a lot. Like you walking, you see him there doing the street. You ain't nothing, is you?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? How do you feel about this No Nut November?
I feel like some sad man came up with that. He's like, if I ain't nothing, nobody's nothing. He started like a revolution on social media.
Yeah, man. Because there's no proven scientific facts. There's no spiritual, like friggin' eye-opening situations that people are going. Bro. There's no nothing. It's just peer pressure. It's not even like it's good for our body to stop. If you stop doing it, it'll stop creating as much, and it's good for us. So I don't know, but to each his own. Yeah. So you feel like taking part?
If I was an athlete, like let's say I play football and I stopped, I participated in No Nut November, I'm gonna be tackling extra hard.
You think so?
Them long lessons, I'm gonna tackle and be like, it'll be them tackles where spit comes out of my mouth when I'm done.
There are some fighters that claim that it helps them to when training before the fight. They without doing that, and it's supposedly a myth that it's helpful. I don't know if it's true or not, but
so they got Virgin in high school right now who's an ultimate fighter. He's just like, fuck it, man. Can't mess with me if it's a virgin on my life. Oh, my life.
Away from Hyman and fucking no nuts.
Damn right, man. Do you want to jump into this T.I. Hyman talk?
Oh yeah, you want to say what you've been dealing with this week?
I haven't been dealing with shit, man. I've been trying to survive, bro. I've been sick.
I've been under the weather.
This is what I've been doing. And when you get sick, and like you gotta be careful because I've been trying to lose weight too. I've been working out, and then if you lose too much weight, people gonna be like, well, especially if you black, it's never, oh, good job working out. It's either that nigga has a drug problem, or or he's sick. They'll come up to you and be like, are you okay?
Third one
everything, it's everything okay? You can never be like, nah, bro, I'm on keto. They're like, nah, you on crack. That ain't keto. That's crack that you're on.
So, Caribbean's a muscle man.
Muscle ting? You're shooting up in things?
Steroids in?
Steroids, man?
Muscle man, okay. But
especially you start walking like that. So yeah, I've been trying to get the dad bod under control for December. I'm a fast next week from Monday to Friday.
That's important. So no meat, no what? Just water?
Yeah, there's water, bro. There's water and sadness.
Shit.
Crying, bro. I'll be like, oh, my wife gonna be eating in front of me. Shit tastes good.
Popeyes is getting those chicken
the fucking chicken sandwiches. Yeah, she's gonna show up with chicken sandwich eating that.
Yeah, man.
I'm enjoying my lemonade and my foods for right now.
Yeah, I got so 5 hours sub. I've been drinking on that right now and having the drink. Yeah. Let's get into this Bacchanal news then.
All right, so T.I., he's been in trouble lately. He was on the podcast and he spoke out about, he confessed about some things that he does to make sure that, you know, his daughter is not out here in these streets sexing it up. So I got some audio. This is provided from E! News, and I'm going to play this for you guys. Can you see this? Yeah. Can you hear?
How can we not start with T.I.'s TMI confession? How about that for a headline? Yeah. What he said about his daughter? Hello.
So he takes his daughter.
Hey there.
For virginity checks. I had to put that in loose quotations there. So he shared this when he visited the Ladies Like Us podcast when they asked him if
there you go, Ladies Like Us.
And yes, not only have we had the conversation, we have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her height.
Oh, hey, do you go with her, the prisoner?
Yes, I go with her.
He saw that Instagram pic. He's like, fuck it. That shit is intact. Expeditiously.
So we can share information. Is there anything that you would not want me to know? Oh, okay. See, Doc, ain't no problem.
So this episode of the podcast.
How you feel about that, Casey?
I feel like that was like those the 2 guys and 1 black woman. It's like there's not 1 black man in that fucking room, and they're automatically super biased on this shit. It's an odd thing to hear a guy taking his daughter to the doctors, which is a good thing, but he went a little far, you know. Yeah. But it's something that is not possible at all about men doing things like that and taking their daughters to get checked out. But in the podcast, if you listen to the story he was telling, it was actually he was going, I think, more for satire, more for jokes than he was for literal talks. Because he was like, yeah, buy the balloons. It was a Sweet 16 party or whatever. She was 16, 15, 16, around there. There's her party. He bought the balloons. He bought the drinks. He bought the food. He bought everything. He bought the DJs, the car, whatever she wanted for her presents. And then the next day, wake your ass up. We go to the doctors. You know, that's what he said. And then he brought her to the doctors to get checked out to see if she was banging, because not in my house. I told you, not in my house. You can have everything you want. You go to school, you do your homework, you're a good kid, but you ain't having no sex. Not yet in my house. So that was.
But he's okay with his sons having sex. He doesn't do all that for his son. So that's the people's problem with it because of the bias.
I don't give a fuck about what people's problem is with it. But I just want to know how to. This is the Bacchanal Podcast, man. Come on. We ain't being no political correct bullshit. Come on. Be real. This is who taught him about this before? His dad was dead when he was like, what, 7 years old, 8 years old? It was just him and his mom. He had a crazy life at 14, 15 years old. And I know a lot of people who had a crazy life around that time too, who've seen some crazy things with some fast-ass girls. So he's probably like, I know what happens when you're around that age. I'm gonna make sure my kid, my daughter, his firstborn daughter, has the best fucking life experiences possible. And I don't believe he was in the doctor's room pushing open her.
No. But he's asking. Here's my problem with it.
He's in the doctor's office, and he has to get us a sign to be in the doctor's office with them while they discuss.
You could coerce your daughter to say some shit like, "I'm allowed in here, right?" And you just give that look like, partner.
Hey, when I have a daughter, she's gonna be asking me and being honest with me about everything, and I'm gonna make it like so she's gonna want to talk to me. I'm gonna take her to the doctors also. I ain't gonna be specifically saying test the hymen because I don't even know if there's a test to check the hymen.
There's no check. You could check to see if it's still intact, but it could still be unintact due to like bike riding or other activities.
Exactly. That's why it's not blown out of proportion for the guy.
Let me circumcise your wisdom over here. Let me cut you short real quick. So
read your political.
Me actually being a father.
Oh, okay.
And the man who may possibly have a daughter.
Okay.
And they might be in the same situation 19 years from now. So here's my thing. If I develop a good relationship with my daughter where she could talk to me and she feels open that she could tell me if she experienced some type of sexual experience, I'm cool. I don't want to be in the doctor's office wanting to know if her hymen's intact. That's none of my business. I don't own my daughter. She's not property. She is a product of me. And I feel that, I'll have a relationship with her that she wouldn't have to hide anything.
Yep.
But if my daughter's 16 and she brings home Post Malone to the house saying, I'm dating Posty, or she brings home Soulja Boy, then I'm going to have to check, make sure that hymen intact. My daughter ain't about to get pregnant by some bum who smells.
So we don't know T.I.'s daughter, and we don't know what
we don't know this. So I'm coming up with a hypothetical. Maybe when she was 16, she brought young Draco to the house, somebody of that caliber, where T.I. was like, oh no, and that pushed his hairline back. He got stressed out, and the hairline expeditiously went back a couple inches, and it stressed him out. And he's like, oh man, I gotta make sure her hymen's intact. But here's my flip side to that. T.I.'s been in jail how many times, Casey?
Jesus, 3, 4. Next time he goes in, he's gone for life.
So here's my thing. I feel like it's only right that she goes with him for his prostate checks. You got to make sure his booty hole is intact because that man has been in jail several times. And she got to make sure, that everything is tight and right. And the family hustle to make sure that butthole is right. Was it the butt hymen? What's it called in there?
Yeah.
What's that spot? Booty spot. We got to ask Gay Michael from Blerd Vision.
Why you got to
ask? He might be an expert in that area. What's the booty spot? The G, what would it be called? The G spot?
I don't know. That's like
call that shit the B spot for the booty. Yeah. Anyway, so when his booty hole gets checked, she needs to be there to investigate because he's been in jail several times. Stuff happens in jail.
Yeah.
So stuff happens and they be like, hey man, that's just jail. So just in case he's been in one of those just jail situations, I feel like it's only right that she gotta be there as well.
I just think if he builds a good relationship with her, he shouldn't have to take it to that extent. But
it's an invasion of her privacy, man.
Going to the doctor with your daughter is a good thing. I'm good with it. But the hymen thing and asking to see it, that's way too far. And saying all that on a podcast and who knows if she's okay with talking about that, is going too far. It's too personal, I think.
So here's what happened. T.I.'s daughter responded to his comments about her hymen. It was been on Twitter, and every person that commented negatively about it, she went and liked all those comments. So clearly she's not okay with her dad being there.
Yeah. And it's embarrassing too. It's like, why is he talking about this on a podcast? He's way too comfortable on these podcasts now. Before he was like, I ain't got no time for podcasts. Now he's way too comfy on them.
So here's a couple comments that happened. One lady named Patricia wrote asking a doctor to check your daughter to see if she's been having sex is humiliating and sick. And if you can't even tell by a broken hymen, you could break your hymen by hurting yourself on the bike. Another person put this hymen talk is very strange, and at the core it teaches your daughters that their bodies aren't theirs. Deja then commented that I love all my supporters. Thank you. I love you guys. So she feels the same way.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
She don't want his ass there. Somebody also commented, this is disgusting, possessive, and controlling. And she liked that comment. That, to me, he's one of those helicopter parents. He's helicoptering over his daughter, watching her every move. And when you do that, that backfires on you. You got to let your kids grow, have experiences of their own, and also trust them to make the right choice.
You got to make her, she has to feel comfortable enough to ask him to, can you take me to the doctors to do this?
Which is fine. Like, taking her to the doctor is fine. But, like, knowing that, like, on the doctor's side, partner, can you check and make sure that hymen good?
Yeah, no, that's just ignorance. But, yeah, we're in agreements here. But I'm just saying, like, this is a new area of, like, black fathers that we've never heard before. You know what I mean? Like a dad taking the kid
and if you do that, keep that shit to yourself, man. Don't go on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about that.
The discussion is good, though, because now we're having a real talk about it. You know, like a lot of people are thinking about this. It's in the zeitgeist. So, hey, man, he had to fall for this shit.
Sound like a ghost. What's the zeitgeist? Is that from Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I've been playing that game, bro. That's why.
It's from Death Stranding. But,
oh, shit. The zeitgeist is coming.
Yeah, my last thoughts on that is it seems like T.I. is afraid of his karma coming back to bite him. So he's trying to protect in the way he sees fit, but it's not appropriate. He took it too far. That's
because the thing is, like, there's a double standard. When it comes to your, like, son, you just, like, wrap it up, young fella, and you give him a condom. Mm-hmm. But when it's a girl, it's just like, don't have sex at all.
Yeah, well, that's a fact. That's an obvious fact, though. Like,
but no, I'm different, bro. I don't want my son having sex either, because if he mess up or he break that condom, and that girl get pregnant, I gotta take care of it. I gotta take care of his stupid ass for having unprotected sex, and then I gotta take care of the baby too.
Yeah,
that's a new thing in America, especially if the kid's underage. So if he's like 16, I'm gonna have an additional kid now. I'm gonna have him and his kid, and then his baby mama drama. Hell no.
Got to put him back in the Caribbean. This is where your grandfather grew up.
just drop him off in the field. I don't know what to do. Learn.
Some old school love.
Yeah, when your grandparents would just drop you in like the middle of the ocean and say, swim now, man. Learn to swim. Just dunk your ass in the water. Figure it out.
Yeah, what we got next, man?
There's a new MAGA rap challenge, man. I blame Kanye West for this shit.
Word.
Fucking Kanye West. So, and it's endorsed by Trump. So MAGA, if been living under a rock, is Make America Great Again. And there's I'm getting the 404 error. Let me see if I can find it again. There's been a rap challenge that's been surfacing around Twitter. And Donald Trump's endorsing it, and the best person that wins it, he says he's going to invite them to the White House.
Oh my God.
Have a whole rap. So Trump opens a new portal to hell by promoting a MAGA challenge rap contest on Twitter. It's going to be the worst before it gets better. And this is an article by Rolling Stone. President Trump is reportedly already in talks with the Apprentice producer. Take this out of my mouth. I have the halls in my mouth.
That's why you don't eat during a podcast, like I told you before.
Say what?
That's why you don't eat shit during a podcast.
Not eating, bro. My throat hurting, son.
Yeah.
This is the type of pain that T.I. doesn't want his daughter's throat to have, man. He got to do a throat check. He got to do a booty hole check. What is he going to check? The nose?
Someone's daughter gets fucked every day, bro.
We got to be careful for YouTube. Fucked.
I gotta edit it a little. It's up every day.
She's gonna be like, "This is off limits." He like, "That mouth though." It's always that one, some grimy ass 15-year-old rubbing his hands. He get that mouth though.
That booty hole though.
Yeah, them kids love some booty hole. They be like, that booty hole, that booty
Toes though. Them toes though.
toes though. Got a hole, that belly button, a hole somewhere.
Yeah.
A hole's a hole when you're 15.
Hey.
Hold your hands together like this. We're gonna make it work.
45.
Hold your hands like this. Just do this. Just hold your hands like this. Put your eye at the end. You gonna see me come. You gonna see me coming, girl, for real.
When you're 120, blue chews.
Shit, get a robot, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Get one of them. What them sleeves called? Them fleshlights.
Oh, I don't know.
Right. They need to, you know what the hell that is. They need to put those in the old folks' homes.
It's okay.
Have that on deck. I'm about to donate a bunch to them old folks, bro. I have my picture on it like this.
Look, man, God is king, okay?
All right, back to this Trump talk. President Trump is reportedly in talks with the apprentice producer Mark Burnett to develop a presidential version of the show, but he's not waiting until now to do that. He's going to do it immediately with this new MAGA challenge, a social media trend in which pro-Trump rappers film themselves spitting their affection for the president and invite them to the White House to perform it, effectively opening a fresh portal of hell. And now that he's promoted this to his 66.6 million followers. Not sure if I can find some. Oh, they got some examples right here if you want to hear that MAGA heat.
I am good.
Nah, bro, you need that MAGA heat. Yo.
God, is this on?
MAGA heat. Come on, Twitter, don't fail me now. MAGA challenge, baby. I hear these bars, bro.
Got that.
Woo! Oh God. Woo! Oh. Slavery was a choice. Trump is my man. Grab him by the pussy. Woo. Oh God. Swag.
Okay.
Cooning. Yeah. Hey man, that's fire, bro. I feel like if you're a whack ass rapper, you gotta start somewhere, man. MAGA might be the place. MAGA might be. That shit was hot, bro. You like the little ad libs I put? Oh God.
You're there helping them out. Oh Lord.
Oh God, we got somebody's uncle on here. Is that Isaiah Washington? Oh, he ain't rapping, is he? Ooh, he about to do a MAGA challenge. Okay.
This needs to stop. Oh my God. This guy's gonna win 2020, whatever. Kanye said he wants 2024.
Oh yeah, he got that in the bag, bro. Kanye already promoting for him because slavery was a choice. They're like, be free or pick this cotton. That cotton show is good though. Oh man, you ready for these bars? Want some more bars, Casey?
This is wastings, man.
No, it's not, man. This is how you get your foot in the door. Don't hide your face, bro. Ooh, he said no gay sex. Put it hold tight. No broke back. Just nutsack. And my wife, not gay. Maybe on the weekends, though. Trump.
Why we give this any?
I ain't give no attention. Nigga got a mask on. That's bad promotion.
Bullshit. Oh.
So you're saying I can't do the MAGA challenge?
Go ahead, do it.
And then at the end, be like, I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah.
I'll do like Kanye. I'll give y'all a gospel album after. Be like, psych. And be like this. My bad. My bad though.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have an album called Black Jesus is King in your face, Kanye.
The things people are doing for attention, man. It's sad.
Attention's worth more than money now.
This ain't it. Let me zoom in on myself right here, right quick.
Zoom in. Let me get the streets ready for me.
This ain't it, guys.
You ready? Are we gonna do a MAGA freestyle?
Go ahead, hit me. What you?
I need a beat. Give me a beat, Casey.
No, let's hear it, dog.
No,
Freestyle.
bro, I don't. The Joker say you good at something, don't do that shit for free, bro.
Then you ain't good at
Pay
it.
me. Pay me. Pay me, bro.
Or
I ain't out here doing shit for free.
you look like a Dark Knight Care Bear.
No, it's
Jody-
hard times out here in Gotham, bro.
Yeah?
I'm out here in Crime Alley living,
Eating good.
eating good, cozy as a mug, bro.
Post is off.
Your picture living in Gotham, that should be stressful as hell. You try to go out on a date, and then you see the bat signal come out, and you're just like, fuck it, we gotta cancel plans. Yeah, we gotta stay inside. Today ain't the day.
Oh, rent must be dirt cheap. You ain't got to worry about shit.
You think so? And then Bane come bust through your door. You're just like, fuck it, looks like we moving.
Clayface is blast through the door. Yeah.
What if you're on the train and the girl texts you, my parents ain't home? You're just like, okay, all right. And you look outside, you see the bat signal. You're just like, do I risk it? Do I try to go for the cheeks, or I might die in the process?
Man, risk that shit.
I ain't risking it, man. The minute I see that bat signal, I'm staying home.
Nah, man, you fly her out. Just tell her, I got an Uber waiting for you. Just hop in the Uber. You're good.
Picture being a petty criminal in Gotham, though. You're just trying to do something, a little identity thief, trying to hit a little lick on the holidays,
Yeah.
And then Batman comes and breaks your leg. He's just like, man, I'm just jaywalking. Now you can't jaywalk no more with no legs.
Regular man in fucking Gotham. You got the criminals causing chaos and Batman just breaking skulls.
I feel like you gotta be extreme criminal. You can't be a petty criminal in Gotham.
You can't even be the Riddler. The Riddler can't last long out there.
You gotta be highs. He's like an internet troll. He probably doing shit digitally. He probably sending emails with riddles in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He'd be like, "Is this spam? Haha, I got you, bitch."
Oh man, yeah, the Riddler would be on that African email scheme for sure.
Hell yeah, send money to African Prince Edward Nigma, and he like from Nigeria.
Scheming.
Nigerian Prince Edward Nigma.
Yeah,
Edward, if that's his real name. Shit, lying now. Is he Nigerian?
Shit. What else we got on the docket though?
All right, let's see what we got in this docket. Death Stranding news. I bought a copy of that game for my dad. Because I always hook him up every year. I get him whatever the hottest game is.
So you pre-ordered it yourself and said, you know what, I'll take your game, Dad. And
no. I did scheme on them because Control was on sale as well. I was like, I got you, Pops. I'm gonna buy that as well, but I'm gonna hold on to it until you finish Death Stranding. Then we do a little swap. We do a little switcheroo.
He's like, whatever. Oh god.
Yeah, play whatever. So I played 2.5 hours of it. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
You want me to explain my experience of what I experienced while playing it?
I'm watching videos on YouTube with it. I still want to get it. I'm still influenced by the Kojima name and the whole bullshit that happened, and the artist actually being to create whatever the hell he wants to create fully to his full extent. I gotta applaud that and respect that. So I still want to buy it, but I ain't got time to play it right now. I'm not gonna.
You know what this game feels like to me? This is a controversial take. I'm gonna hit y'all with it. It feels like the Kanye West "Jesus Is King" album.
Kojima's like
of video games.
Kojima, man, he's that art guy, man, of the video game shit. So yeah, I could see that.
It's a lot of style over substance. Within my first 2 hours, you're introduced to this character Sam. There's a lot of walking mechanics. There's like, you could use this thing on your back that'll show you terrain. The blue areas are like, okay, these are safe to walk. The red areas are going to hit your stamina. I was constantly hitting left trigger and right trigger together because sometimes when you're walking, you'll get wobbly, and you got to keep tapping that because you got to stabilize yourself because you're this delivery man. With the packages that you have, they have a yellow band wrapped around them. The more times you fall or trip over a rock, the band will start to deteriorate. If it starts getting red, that's going to affect the price of what you get paid for your delivery. So you want to deliver the best quality possible. It reminded me of the scene from, remember Ace Ventura when he gets the boxes, he's dropping that shit? It's kicking. Yeah, that was me the first hour. I was just dropping shit, man. Kicking the shit out of it. I ran into a BT. That's like the enemy that you run into.
Yeah, they're like greasy, oily looking things.
There's just like a greasy ass old rich man that's waiting for a young Instagram thought to come on his boat, and he's just like, "Come here, baby." The water's warm.
He's 6 years old and you got pure new fresh tats and a Speedo.
Oh yeah, so those greasy little bastards, they try to come for you, and you don't have a weapon, so he's got to run. You're like, "No, I'll pay for my own trip to Dubai." He's like, "Come on, baby." Live that grease life. So yeah, that was my experience, man. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I lost interest because it's so the exploration of the game, like exploring and seeing things, brought back feels of Breath of the Wild. But the world is so desolate. There's no animals, there's no nothing. You can find a bug every once in a while. You can eat it for stamina.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're just looking at pretty landscapes. I was playing on the PlayStation Pro on the 4K HDR. The landscapes are beautiful, but it's just me and my lonesome just walking around.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a journey type of feel, but it's just so nothingness that from what I've seen, I'm like, oh man, I don't know. But I feel like this is the trajectory that Xbox actually wanted to explore, but they got like blocked by the internet complaining before the system even came out. I think they wanted to do this hybrid game television show style thing from the get-go with the Xbox. And this is what we're playing, what Death Stranding is. It's a TV show movie style game, but it's a video game, but it's more TV show than anything. You get what I mean?
I guess so. I'm just getting a lot of style over substance. They got one character named Fragile. The rain in the game, whenever it rains, it's like an acid rain. It'll hit the ground, and like leaves or something, like some type of plant will start growing, and they'll die instantly. The character Fragile, that water has like damaged her body, so she wears a suit all the time to cover her. This heifer outside, because whenever it's raining, you have a suit on. This heifer's outside with an umbrella, and it's a raggedy ass umbrella with holes everywhere. I'm like, what rain you protecting yourself from with this umbrella?
Umbrellas, yeah.
That's that to me. I'm like, y'all just trying to be stylish out here. This shit ain't protecting you.
It's all style, man. The bad guy looks dope with the gold mask and the hoodie, and he
ain't doing a damn thing, bro. Except delivering boxes. Dude, he's like, bro, come over to DHL, man. You don't need to be at FedEx, man. Come over here, DHL. That dope ass outfit. And he's like, bro, boxes on deck right here. Come join me, son.
He reminds me of Revolver Ocelot. Like he's that character in the game. But I don't know.
Ocelot was about delivering boxes and dead bodies.
But just the swag, the characteristics of the character.
Swag is dope, but what you do with it ain't.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like those Metal Gear characters were so dope. Like they all could have been their own characters in a video game, but they're all condensed in that one story. But this feels like he made some cool looking shit, but it's like
they doing lame shit, bro. He's like Professor Chaos from South Park.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is.
You remember that's Butters when he puts a tinfoil hat on his head and he thinks he's about that life, but he's still Butters. That's what this guy is. He's like, yo, over here, DHL, bro. You try to deliver these bodies? You try to make money? You try to get a better exosuit? I see you walking. We got motorcycles, baby. Come over here, bro. Wear this gold mask. It's like the Golden Lords from Meteor Man. Come over here, live that gold life.
He's like Suge Knight, come to death row.
Suge Knight, yeah, he's Suge Knight pretty much. He's trying to, and then they got other delivery dudes who ain't got no jobs, and they'll attack you because they see you out here thriving, and they're like, nah, fuck that, bro. We're trying to deliver to you.
We're trying to get hired.
I need a job. And you're not supposed to kill them. You're supposed to like neutralize them because they're just unemployed and they're trying to work and
killing people is like even worse than anything you could loss of life or something. Yeah.
It takes about 10 hours for like real action to happen. And it takes like a good 20 hours for you to get a gun.
It's a show, man. It's like a 4-season TV show all in one disc. I honestly believe. What do you think of my thought? Like this is what Xbox wanted to be. Like with you watch the TV show like Quantum Break. You watch the TV show.
Yeah, Xbox wanted to do that. Yeah, with Quantum Break or Remedy. Yeah, you're right.
Halo. They had Halo. They had the Halo TV show that they were working on, but they pulled the plug on all that stuff, on all the money backing, because people were itching on.
You can say bitching. You just can't drop F-bombs.
Okay, they're itching on fucking Twitter and shit.
But I just said don't say F-bombs.
My bad.
Ass. I'm putting the mask back on. Mask on.
Mask time.
Can't with you guys.
So they're complaining so much about it that they pulled all the funding off the stuff. And I think, honestly, Xbox would have had funner games in style.
That's funny that you said that, because I wanted to touch on Control. That's a game created by Remedy, the same company that did Quantum Break. And
it's fun.
It's fun. Let me get into these reviews that people wrote on Death Stranding. So here's a review that people said. One guy said, it's great, I love it. One guy named Pacoin said, the first 2 hours, by God, amazing. Walking in this game is super satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And people just really, they really love that walking. One guy, Last Junos, has wrote, so far it's one of the most masturbatory, self-indulging thing I've seen. Better than the David Cage game, but not by much. The blatant advertising makes me want to die slightly. Yeah, there is a lot of advertising, bro.
Oh, the monster cans and shit, right?
Monster cans. Conan O'Brien shows up. He's like, hey,
Conan
O'Brien, you want to wear this otter suit? Is he like, there might as well have been the TBS logo, like, on TBS. I was just like, come on now.
I get it, but I get why it's annoying, but I ain't mad at it, because he still got to pay for this to be created. So it's like, you're going to let PlayStation you think PlayStation is really just going to give him the bag and let him just do whatever he wants? He needs to be able to make the money come in somehow. Because not a lot of people, even though they see this on all those commercials you're seeing, who's paying for all that? Like, Monsters probably helped pay for that. All these companies are putting in money to get this thing out there. Because this is like Norman Reedus. These are television show and movie, they're celebrities. So it's something special, man. I think this is where we're gonna see a lot of the PS5 at. You know what I mean? So, like, with name people, like starring in games, like actual familiar.
But don't you think the gameplay would be repetitive if you're just making deliveries and upgrading your gear?
That's the problem. One of the main reasons why I got this is because I'm not a guy who likes doing, like I said the last podcast, those missions where, like, bro, I need you to go from point A to point B and just drop this over there or pick it up for me.
And that's the whole game.
And that's what I heard the entire game is. So, like, out of respect to the industry and the culture and all that, I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm not getting that day one. I'm not doing that right now. I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun to me right now. So I gotta pass. But the mystery in this game is very interesting. That's what makes me still want to get it. Like, what the hell's going on? But if I get spoiled,
you can watch videos on YouTube. Like, here's the story.
I've been doing that. I've been doing it. The ski mask way still survives.
Oh,
even though
I think I'm gonna keep the mask on as I read these reviews. So this is from Fantasy Star Online.
Hold on. Even though the prices and things rise, the ski mask still survives. You know what I mean? You still gotta move forward.
Is that your new slogan? Prices rise, but ski mask survives.
Might be. Hashtag get the ski mask. Hashtag get the cutlass.
Hashtag get the Batman mask. I'm trying to protect these streets, Casey. All right, so I just read it's okay. Like, so far I give it a 5 out of 10. Okay. We're 7 hours in. After about 10 hours, it doesn't improve. I'm going to return it. It just doesn't really offer anything new or interesting. It just feels too sterile. It's like Metal Gear Solid 5 did in many ways in the design, the philosophy. The philosophy is very similar. I don't know. I'm not blown away by it in particular, but it's okay.
What it looks like to me is Metal Gear Solid 5 without any of the gameplay that you're used to, and then Metal Gear Solid 4 from PS3 with the movies, like the long cutscenes where it's like, that's what's really moving the story up. Not the actual gameplay parts, but the cutscenes. Remember Metal Gear Solid 4 when they're cooking eggs for like 10 minutes and shit?
Never played 4. I didn't like 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I dropped off Metal Gear after 3. 3 was like the creme de la creme for me. Like, I could eat a snake and like cover myself in mud, and I was just like, yo, this is
Metal
good.
Gear Metal Gear Solid 1 is one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. Metal Gear Solid 2 is like phenomenal. I started off disappointed because things that happened in the story, but then it just goes another way that it's like, holy shit, this is just phenomenal. Metal Gear Solid 3 is creme de la creme. Like that.
Yeah,
that one,
when I was fighting that old man and I stopped playing for a week and he died from old age.
put this
Next
in theory.
level, bro.
Yeah, the story was cohesive. Like you could understand what's going on. It's not too it's not too confusing like part 1 and 2. But yeah, Metal Gear 4 just got too weird. Like too action movie and like that style. And 5 was good, but just that story.
I didn't like 5. I thought 5 was way too repetitive. I like the gameplay of 5.
Classic game.
With the repetitiveness, you could tell that the budget and I felt like he was still working on the game, and they're just like pulling him out of the office like that because he was still trying to type and finish what he wanted to do.
Yeah, because like that gameplay was perfect, honestly. Like that
great gameplay.
But then you're moving around the towns and stuff, and you're seeing how dead everything is, and that was a complaint everybody had. And that part of it feels like what Death Stranding's gonna be. Yeah. That in between the town part. So I'm like, I don't want to run in between the town to do a mission. That's not the fun part. I want to do those actiony parts. Like in this, it looks like you're throwing grenades that are made out of your blood, and that's like you're losing blood by doing that, and stamina. And it's like, just call it a grenade. What are you doing all these fancy philosophy words that's not even deep? You get what I mean?
So it's been getting some media critic review bombs. People that have been purposely bombing it. IGN gave it a 6.4, but other people have just been like giving it zeros. One guy I thought people were exaggerating by calling this game a walking simulator, but boy, this is what it is. And that person gave the 0, walking simulator, boring gameplay, tedious cutscenes, a big fall from the overrated Kojima. Another 0. This game is boring, repetitive. I stopped playing after the first 2 cutscenes. I feel empty, over the top. Just like all Kojima games, Kojima has, again, no clue how to properly develop a game. This quote-unquote game isn't a game. It's just a movie with a bunch of walking.
There you go. That's what I was saying. I think it might be.
And then we got a review. This is from Robin Chen. Kojima is a genius. This is the best game I've ever played.
I honestly, I hated every Kojima game when I first started playing it.
You did catch that joke? I said it's from Robin Chen.
Robin Chan?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Holy.
No, I saw him online playing. I know he's probably blowing his load right now playing that.
Oh Lord, he gonna put you in 1,000 headlocks when you cross the border.
He is Asian.
Hey. And he knows how to reload and cock a gun. But anyway. Don't worry, you safe though. But yeah, Kojima games, I hated them the first 5 minutes of every time I played them. I'm not gonna lie. The first little bit, with Metal Gear Solid back in the day when I rented that from Blockbuster and shit, and they're like, oh, we're having a conversation, and they're like, oh, you need to give me the password to move forward. I'm like, what the hell? Where's the password? And I have to go look at the back of the box and look at the booklet to find a little code to give them. I was like, oh my God, what is this shit? But then after it opens up, it's one of my favorite games of all time. So that's why I can't judge this yet. And you're seeing these back and forth reviews, so it's saying something. That's polarizing, man.
It might be the most polarizing game of the year, man.
Definitely. It's definitely not game of the year.
No, I don't think it's game of the year, man. I've been enjoying Luigi's Mansion, and I've been playing Control. Control is amazing. Control is a lot like that Dr. Sleep movie I'm going to review later. I've been enjoying the... Because they used a live-action actress. They used an actress from a soap opera, and they did the... I think it's like the 3-dimensional camera where they were able to fully sculpt her facial movements and everything for the game, and it's great. It's to the point where during certain cutscenes, I can't tell that it's a cutscene. It feels real.
Nothing beats God of War yet, though. That one's still the illest game to come out in the system.
We're talking about 2019, baby. You ain't talking about no God of War.
I'm just saying for the entire PS4 era, nothing beats that.
The era's done, man. We're looking at PS5 now. I'm pretty sure that the Last of Us, I'm pretty sure they're going to re-release that. Be like, hey, we added additional content for PS5. Yeah.
But the game you're talking about with all that stuff, I'm saying God of War did that better. And it's a PS4 era that you're talking about. But anyway.
Control?
Yeah.
No, they're two different kind of games. Control plays like Quantum Break if Quantum Break was done correctly.
Yeah, but just the details you were talking about reminded me of God of War. That's what I said.
Well, just the visual presentation of it.
Yeah, and the smooth flow and stuff like that. Ugh.
Damn, bro, you got a hernia? Your hymen's intact?
Oh, hymen. What the hell?
Yeah.
You have a hymen?
Do you?
Five-ass jokes is that?
Hey, man, I don't know. You over in Toronto, man. I don't know that Toronto life.
You know it. You keep coming back. You must love it.
I haven't been back in years, man. Y'all different.
2019. But
no, hell, I won't. I'll see y'all 2020 probably. Yeah, I'll see y'all 2020.
Okay, I got pictures to prove it, but okay.
Was I back in 2019?
Yes, you were, nigga. I mean, Igan.
No,
Not a
it's
chill
with
spot.
YouTube. YouTube can let you say the N word, bro. Ain't that some racist shit? But you can't say the F word.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Ain't that some racist ish? All
Yeah.
right.
Let's get into this Daybreaker stuff, though, man. What's up with that?
I've been watching Daybreakers, man. Have you been watching it?
I have not. No. Tell me about it.
Let's watch a trailer.
Cool.
Scooby Boop. That's my trailer sound.
This just came out on.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, Netflix. I want to say about 2 weeks ago.
Those who crash our fate. Take another fucking step and you're dead. Well, fuck you, loser.
Whoops.
Is this what you were trying to do? I was trying to cut it clean off. It was gonna be rad. That's me, Josh, and I've got a killer origin story. It's got fights, drama,
Josh, this is Sam.
and love.
You're challenging, Josh Wheeler, and I do like a challenge.
But then, this happened.
So what's life like during the apocalypse?
It's awesome. There's no rules left because adults turn into what we call ghoulies. The world is backwards. I just fit in way better now. Sure, there are still jocks, nerds, and cheerleaders. I have everything I ever wanted.
That's when grown ass men and women pretend to be teenagers, but it's about 22.
Hell. Hide.
Wesley Fists. I'm on a path to redemption. We are free. We can do anything. I couldn't pull off those pants. No, you cannot. Moving forward, using all my breath.
Look, we're all searching for something.
Sam is out there, and I'm not giving up until I find her.
So he got some foreign, good,
If you acquire our
and it's apocalypse, and he wanted some more, and she's gone, so he's trying to find it.
A family by choice.
And there's a T.I. reference I'm gonna
This is
hit
why
you
I
with.
avoid people. Your skills, Angelica's brains, my swords, ain't nothing we can do together.
Alright, you get the point.
I get the point, man. I get the point. It looks alright.
Oh, this happy, generic, young adult music. We're happy and white, but
Like,
it's
what
zombie apocalypse.
Where are they all showering? It's like they all look so clean.
They're living in the mall, so they've been showering in the mall.
Uh-huh. And how's the water still running? Like,
Everything's still good, man. Mind your business, bro. Watch the show.
foolishness. So what's up?
Um,
So why should I check it out? Me and the other fellow
I ain't
back in
gonna sell you on nothing. I ain't gonna sell you on nothing, Casey.
All right, well, that's been the episode. Take care.
I don't own that show. I ain't gonna sell you on nothing.
So what's up? Talk about it.
So this show, it's a mixture of Ferris Bueller. Okay, you got that? Fallout New Vegas with a pinch of Zombieland. So the main character, Josh, he's a new Canadian foreign exchange student. Well, not exchange student, he just moved from Canada to the school in LA.
Yeah.
And he falls in love with another girl who's from I guess she's from somewhere in London or something. She's British.
London,
And she's like the popular girl in school, and she's been showing him around, and he wanted to beat them cheeks. And he finally got to beat them cheeks. But then the zombie apocalypse happened, And he's like, damn, the one girl I like. Everybody gone. Where's she at? I gotta find them cheeks again. So he's on the mission to find her and beat them cheeks again. That's his whole story. His story's kind of lame.
And she's probably chilling, getting her cheeks beaten in.
We ain't gonna talk about that, case.
Kind of risk his life for this hussy.
So the interesting characters are the side characters. There's one girl named Angelica Green. She is he babysitted her one time, and he's like, no, this girl's fucking crazy. She's a pyromaniac. She likes to burn stuff. She's a genius, and she's been homeschooled, and she wanted to make friends, so she would sneak to the high school and she would sell drugs, but she'll sell them the drugs and slime. So she'll make like slime is really big. She'll make slime, but she'll put like opioids in them shits. Sell them to kids. So she's like a big drug kingpin. Okay. So she's one of the people that he's rolling with in his crew.
Kind of like the girl from Borderlands 3 who likes the bombs, the little girl.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. And then the other character, the black character, this is what they did, bro. They had to check off 2 marks. They made sure he's black. They made him gay too. They're like, all right, we gotta check both of these minority marks off.
Gotta get all the views.
Get all the views. Now he has a cool. Actually, he ended up being the best character in the show. His backstory is that he was a closeted football player.
Okay.
And he used to be a bully, and he used to beat up the main character. But once the apocalypse happened, he became a Ronin, and he's been a samurai, like a lone samurai, and he joins his crew, and he's like the black samurai of the crew. And he has an interesting relationship with the main villain, the bad guy named Turbo Bro. So they got different fractions. You have like the jocks who are kind of like Mad Max out here, like shooting up the place, and then you have the cheerleaders who are like the Amazonians, and then you have like I think it's like the children of the Kardashians. They're a fraction.
This is more satire thing. This is more satire, more jokes.
Yeah, it's jokes, but it's like it's violent and they cuss and stuff. Another interesting character is one of the teachers, because all the adults were affected and turned into their version of zombies called ghoulies. And how those ghoulies work, they always have like the last thing that was on their mind. They keep repeating that. So if you're supposed to like go and buy pizza, you'll be walking around the zombie saying, "Oh, I gotta buy a pizza. I gotta buy a pizza," and you'll be like walking the Domino's the whole time.
Yeah, that's funny.
But the interesting thing about that one teacher, she's not full ghoulie. They call her a witch because she still has some of her memories intact, and she doesn't eat any of the kids.
Okay.
So she has an interesting backstory, and they explain why she still has her memories intact and why she doesn't. So he has pretty interesting, cool crew. He has a child prodigy. He has a samurai, and then he has like a reformed zombie on his team.
So what are the themes of this show that you see in it?
Friendship.
It's all about friendship and folks. Getting your buddy wet.
Living your truth. Now, episode 8. It's a slight spoiler. It explores it's a flashback between the main character Josh and the girl that he's in love with, Sam. It flashbacks to like when he wanted to beat her cheeks, and he set this mood up, and he had these silk sheets, and he's trying to beat them cheeks. And that went wrong. He hit her nose, they bled and all that stuff. That was awkward. And then they finally had sex again on the couch. And he's like, "Yo, I'm so glad. I'm glad this is your first time. We shared this moment together. My first time, your first time." She's like, "This ain't my first time. I've been out here sleeping for a while." Homeboy got mad because her hymen wasn't intact, bro. He's like, "You ain't a virgin? We're supposed to share this together." He got mad. He ran out there. That fool pulled a T.I. He mad because she wasn't a virgin.
Poor baby.
Because he's mad. He's like, "You're a slut. We're supposed to lose it together." She's like, "Bro, I've been lost that."
You snooze, you lose.
Snooze, you lose. So,
episodes.
10 episodes, not too long.
That's not,
40 minutes an episode.
Okay.
The first 3 episodes, they follow the narration of Josh. He's the guy that's like, "Oh, trying to get my girlfriend." But what I like about the show, they switch narrations. Like the 3rd episode might switch to the narration of the girl, and you find out her backstory, and it's just following her.
I like when
the 4th episode might focus on the Ronin guy, Wesley Feats, and you find out his backstory. A really interesting one was the teacher I told you about, who was a zombie, but she still has her memories intact and she doesn't eat people.
Yeah.
Her backstory was very interesting, and you got to follow her narrative. And what they did with her episode is, since her mind is all over the place, kind of like Deadpool, when she was revisiting her memories, they did like a TV show sitcom with a laugh track and stuff when she was going through tragic events.
Okay, that's creative.
Yeah, it's very creative. Where Wesley's the black character, his internal monologue in his episode was done by RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh.
So they told his samurai origin through RZA. They do interesting things like that. So I think it's a pretty dope show. It's a very interesting watch.
Yeah.
I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay, good for RZA, man.
The main character's not really that interesting. All the side characters are interesting, and I feel like they know that. That's why they branch out and follow different people and give you their internal monologue. Kind of like how Orange is the New Black would do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Piper was such a lame character.
Yeah. I wonder who the producers of this show was. If it's the same. Because done and this is going. It's probably could be related writers.
And shout out to Matthew Broderick. I'm not gonna spoil what his character does, but he starts off as like this, like as the principal that you see in the flashbacks, and he's always like happy and chipper. And then later on in other episodes, you see him like, I hate kids. I hate these kids. He's like constantly saying like, I really don't like these kids. I'm just doing my job. I don't like these kids. And that progresses into something later on in the show.
Hey, yeah. So he was repeating himself as a zombie. I got you.
I don't know. But I'm glad that they brought back. He's basically Ferris Bueller grown up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So they brought back Ferris Bueller.
I like the word ghoulies sounds really interesting. Let's break that down.
What you mean, man? Was that some Toronto slang?
No, but it just sounds funny. Like, why would they use the word ghoulies?
They're ghouls, but they're like a bunch of ghouls, so they're ghouly.
There's something funny in that. I'm gonna put a pin on that one.
Put a pin on it, man.
Yeah, we'll get back to that one day.
That sounds like some Toronto-ish, bro. She's about to ghoul on me, eh?
That's some Charlotte, North Carolina.
About to grease your girl and ghoul on her, bro.
I never heard no slang from no North Carolina slang from you, and I know there's slang from you.
Bless your heart.
Ah, boy, no, come on, boss.
Let's go after yourself. Hitting a lick.
Hitting a lick? Nah, that's not North Carolina.
Cookout.
That's North.
Going to cookout. Well, I don't know. What's North Carolina? I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta ask Demetrius or something. You
ask my wife, man.
Doing the lick of things right now.
I don't know. I don't know about that life.
Yeah. That's all good. But yeah, okay, I'll check out the show. I'll check out the first episode.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed. Other Godfather Harlem yet?
No, how's that? I gave you some episodes allegedly.
Yeah, it's pretty nice still. I watched the first episode. It's pretty cool to see Malcolm X, redone, doing the acting thing, getting busy. That was dope.
Malcolm X?
Yeah, he's in there. Like, not the real Malcolm X, but they put his character in there. It's pretty cool what they do with him. I'm only like,
with him?
You want spoilers or what?
I don't care. I'm confused. I'm like, what Malcolm X do besides civil rights? He was out here hitting licks back in the day.
Yeah, well, it's in Harlem, and dude comes out of jail first episode.
Oh, Malcolm Little. So we're seeing Malcolm Little.
No, we're seeing
Malcolm X.
No, he's Malcolm X. He's full on Malcolm X. And
okay.
Bumpy comes out of jail, and the mafia is trying to take over his area. So he goes to Malcolm X, and they partner up. And Malcolm X is like, "Yo, I got soldiers," and he's like, "I got money. Let's put this together. And what you need, I help you. I help you. You help me," type of thing. So you see all of his soldiers like taking out all the mobster men out of Harlem, pushing them out, burning all the drugs, just trying to push all the poison out the block, So it was pretty dope to see that.
Did they push the poison out for him to push his poison in?
That's what you gotta wait and see.
He's like, thanks, boss.
X looks at him like, wait a minute, and he's like, gotta see what happens in the show. But it's going pretty good. That's what I'm saying. It's a dope little concept of what they're doing.
I've been pissed off, bro. I did all that work. And I'm gonna give them cheaper drugs.
Yeah. Get your man all shut up, trying to do this the right thing, and this guy's just really trying to do some illegal shit too. And Malcolm's like, yo, man, why are you trying to just do the same shit? Like, really? Are you using me? Gotta see what happens. So that's what's dope about it. I'm only one episode in.
That sounds like some shit a cousin of ours would do to us, man. No names. I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you for the place. I'm gonna cook some crack right there, but it's all good, dog. Thank you, fam.
But yeah, no, the first episode was pretty damn good, man. The acting was good. They had some movie actors in there, you know. So it was.
Forrest Whitaker's in there, right?
Forrest Whitaker's the main guy. Yeah.
Was his eye all the way open or half? Did we have the half open eye, or the whole eye?
You had the whole eye open. You had the half eye.
Okay.
All man.
Did I have this the whole time, or did I have that?
He's doing all that. The dude who played.
We probably had this the whole show.
Majority.
Okay.
Kingpin was in there too. He does a great job. The bald dude from
Yeah,
he got full head of hair in this. Looks like a wig, but it's all good. He killed it.
He got that DJ MV hair plug. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing his thing. It has another couple of actors, a lot of familiar faces from movies and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Your Durag's distracting me. It looks like you got a lace front, and you got like a bob. It's like you got a bob thing going on right here. You got a bob.
No, this is the Bella Club or the ski mask.
Nah, bro, you look like Tyler Perry. Not Tyler Perry. Tyler, the Creator, on the album cover.
For real
this time. You about to break in the song and let me know about that earthquake.
It's that West Side Gun. Boom, boom, boom.
I'll put that on West Side, bro.
It's that West Side Gun. You gotta give it because it's love sometimes, man.
West Side of San Francisco. This shit's silky.
Hey.
I gotta protect these streets from your ass. Lock and load, baby. All right, I got a trailer. We're gonna watch a trailer for The Invisible Man. We are gonna talk throughout this trailer because we're jackasses.
Let's do it.
Boom. The thing, yeah. Come on, bro. No, I don't want to watch Hobbs and Shaw. Is it like, are you sure? Are you positive?
The Invisible.
Have you seen this trailer yet?
Yeah.
I'm required to read a prepared statement.
Back.
Cecilia.
Oh, she got that knife.
Relationship was far from perfect.
Yep.
I thought that you would talk to me rather than run away.
She always playing the abused wife girlfriend.
Yeah.
He cut his wrist. Per his final wishes, you're getting $5 million. Contingent, of course, on the fine print. He can't be ruled to be mentally incompetent.
Blumhouse, okay, it's on the budget then.
What?
Adrian wouldn't kill
Oh, snap. He left his. Oh, shit. She with a black man now.
Okay.
Oh, she dead.
Hello?
Them walls ain't gonna be the same.
See him?
Heck yeah. That's like every white man's fear. You left me for Tyrone?
Tucking it up right now.
Oh, he is a cuck right now because you know he's watching.
Of everything.
Bunnets!
What?
What?
And I wouldn't be able to see
Yo,
him.
shipping the dick print on
Tucking it.
You saw that scene?
Someone
Let me show you.
walked right up to me.
Yeah, the hand.
It should have been a dick print. Real talk.
Moist.
Someone sitting in that chair.
Touching themselves.
Chair.
You know he's naked. You know the rest of his body
What I
invisible.
experienced.
Like you can't get visible clothes, so
Adrian is
he out there
dead.
naked.
I went to his house today. He's not.
He's swinging guns, knives, and dick
I
out
have
here
a
in the
pile
street.
of ashes in the box that would disagree with you.
He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Ain't he cold though? He out here ass out.
Makes me visible. He's coming up with the perfect way to torture
He's
you.
like, he trying to smell that ass. Smell that stuff. He different.
Adrian's true genius was how he got in people's heads.
Petty.
He is petty.
I'm
You
not
could go.
crazy.
Girl.
Bruh, if I was a ghost, I'd be ignorant like that.
I'd be out of here. Take it.
God, I'm shot you with your legs, son.
He's listening.
Yo, what if they just heard fap sounds? Fap. He's in the film.
There you are.
Elizabeth Moss always gets. Oh, the black man's dead.
The Invisible Man.
George Zimmerman, invisible.
Yo, they just showed us the whole movie.
Like, really did. Like, he killed the black guy. She gonna kill him at the end. Because all you gotta do is catch him while it's raining. Fight his ass in the rain.
She's gonna kill him, but they're all gonna think she's crazy. She's gonna be getting pulled away.
You throw some paint on him. You kill him. Drag that invisible body to your house and throw some paint all over it.
Yeah.
No, and to get away with it, put some blackface on his face. Make him a black person. And you're good. They'll be like, it's definitely a black man that broke in. Look at him. It's right there.
Pour some oil on him and make him look like a Moko Jumbi, you know? And just burn him. Movie done. Yeah, nah. It looks alright. I can pass. Blumhouse, I gotta show love for that though. That's good. They usually come with something nice, to my knowledge. But that they showed us the whole damn movie in that trailer.
Unless there's a plot twist where you're like, she is crazy. It's all in her head.
Maybe that'd be interesting if the dude comes back from vacation or something. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Like, why'd she take $5 million from me? What's going on? He mad as hell.
Yeah. It looks cool.
It's like they took the movie with Mark Wahlberg from the 90s, Fear, where he's like an overbearing boyfriend that was abusive. It was like they took that concept and they took the original Invisible Man, merged the two together, and they're like, yo, who's an actress that's always getting broken and abused by her spouse or husband or boyfriend? They're like, well, Elizabeth Moss is in Handmaid's Tale. That's perfect.
Yeah, she seems like she's doing the same damn role, sneaking out of somewhere and getting abused.
Yeah, she's just playing June all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. Is it what made you want to put that trailer on here? Is it getting a lot of...
It's just a new thing that came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks all right. Blumhouse ain't 22. That's 23, that's for sure.
Them movies are all weird, bro. You gonna watch that Lighthouse movie?
Lighthouse? What's that? You got the trailer for that one?
That's already out. That's with Robert Pattinson. It's in black and white. It's an artsy film.
I'm checking it right now. I'm not getting nothing for that. Anyways.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh, do you want me to pull it up for you?
Sure, if you want.
Ready? It's called The Lighthouse. How did you miss it, Casey?
Put A23 Lighthouse movie. The Lighthouse, 2019 film.
Boom, I found it. Here you go. Can you see and hear this?
Yeah, I see it. I see it here.
I'm Batman. I'm Green Goblin.
With being a wiki. Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new.
Okay.
I heard this movie's like Fred Sanford if they were to have sex with mermaids.
Trying to take it.
Make your heart and soul. What does it say, heart and soul or head and soul? I got my glasses on. Uproarious. Is that a word? Who wrote these reviews? T.I.? Sledgehammer performance. Oh, I saw some squids wrapped around them. It just seemed like they high as hell tripping.
Yeah.
5 weeks, 2 days, help me to recollect.
Batman wildin', bro. How come they don't make black movies like that, man? Like you went to a trap house and you smoke something bad, and it's just an hour of just madness.
The Trap House. Let's make it.
Call that shit entrapment.
The
you
Trap House.
You gotta spell it. No, there's already a trap house movie, bro, with DC Young Fly. We gotta spell entrapment different.
We'll just put 2 R's in it. Trap house.
There you go. They go in there, and the guy's like, "Yo, man, don't touch none of my shit, partner." And then you touch it, and you're like, "Oh man, what's going on?" And then you're locked in the trap house, and then you look outside the window, and there's a police raid, and you're trying to break out, but you're high as balls, and that's the whole movie's detention of a cat and mouse of you high as balls trying to get out of there, but the cops are on your tail.
Or every time you escape the house, you're still in the house because you're trapped. House.
Oh, put the mask on, baby. The mask. I'm not ready. Oh, my brain filmed at Tyler Perry Studios.
Yep. Do it.
Nonsense right there. Then Medea's gonna come out. Hello. I'll pay you. You're gonna wake up and be like, oh shit, it was a Medea movie the whole time.
Yeah. Lighthouse is kind of side. I could go without watching that.
I watched that at home in the privacy of my house in my drawers.
The Ski Mask. Is that what you're talking about? You're gonna watch it?
No, I'm talking about waiting for it to come out on DVD, you monster. Terrible person, Casey.
Ain't nothing wrong with a balaclava now and then, you know. So what else we got?
This week, I went and saw Dr. Sleep. I have a confession to make. I've never watched all of The Shining. I've watched bits and pieces.
Okay.
Never watched the whole movie. Have you watched the whole movie? I think I may have like years ago.
About Shining?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah. That movie's great. Here's Johnny. Yeah, that movie's great, man.
Did Johnny die at the end?
No, that's just something that... Nah, man. Do you know what the Here's Johnny thing is?
Yeah, that's what he was trying to... Like, they made it... No, he dead, bruh. He died.
Yeah, he died. The character, the actor who breaks the door down.
Yeah, the character Johnny. Yeah, he died at the end, right?
He's stuck in the maze, lost, and he freezes to death in the maze.
Oh, okay. So he died. Okay.
Yeah. He better be dead. What the fuck?
I don't know. Johnny might be back, bruh.
Johnny, that's a talk show, the late night show. That's what he's saying it for, but I think they took it from something else too. But yeah, no. What's your thought on this movie? Because I honestly tried to watch a little bit this morning and I fell asleep.
Oh, this movie was great. Oh, let's watch the trailer.
It was the ski masks, you know. So.
Oh, that's not the ad. It's filmed very well.
Yeah, so I gotta go pay to see it.
Yeah, pay to see it. It's a slow burn.
It was really good, but it had those ads. You know, those stupid ads that those things sometimes come up with.
Dude, they be loud too, bro. Like you be trying to watch it. It's like buy some Coke from Jimmy on blah.com. You're like, no, I just want to watch this movie.
Sign up.
It's always something wild, like they're trying to sell online drugs or it's online gambling for soccer. I ain't watching soccer.
Gotta take ass. Look on ice.
All right, boss. Where's this trailer at? You ready?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Sleep. Apparently it worked because it put Casey to sleep.
Good doctor.
Obi-Wan Kenobi goes on the drug bender, joined by his biracial niece. Yo, I love the villains in this movie because they were goofy, bro. They were like the wet bandits from Home Alone 2. Hey, there are a couple scenes with that white woman. I was looking at her. I was like, I don't usually travel these dangerous roads, but she was looking nice.
I don't know about magic.
Yo, that was a scumbag move he did there in that scene. We'll talk about that later. After I left the theater, I figured out what happened there because I didn't understand it at first. Alright, this is how you properly do a sequel. You don't just retread the original story. You create a new story of your own, and you might revisit particular moments and locations from the previous film, but you don't rely completely on that.
How much is this spoilers? Like, if you know nothing or knowing a little bit, is that what would you consider spoilers in this? Because they tell you a lot at the beginning.
They tell you a lot. The movie starts off with you basically see what happens after the events of The Shining, like the couple months after, and you're seeing the progression of this character Dan Torrance from being like a junkie loser to becoming Dr. Sleep. It's a slow burn of him becoming that character. You see him like drugged out of his mind, and then eventually arriving in the town and cleaning himself up, and then becoming this Dr. Sleep character. What I liked is how they explained The Shining and how they use the power. They show you like if like demons come, that he could put them in a box in his mind and lock them in that box.
I like the way it had that actor who came and talked to him. He looked like the original actor from The Shining too.
Oh, the black guy, the mystical Negro.
Yeah, but that
I got powers too, partner.
I did appreciate the way they did that, because when I saw him, I automatically bounced to that movie, and I was like, oh shit. I thought this movie was gonna be like a tribute Easter eggy type of thing to all of that, the guy who wrote the books movies. Like they're gonna just take things from everything and make it really cheap movie where it's just like, oh, this is from it too. But from what I saw, they did it in a much richer and textured way. Like it wasn't just cheap throw in shit type of things. You know what I mean?
I also enjoyed the backstory to the bad guys. They're menacing, but they're not. I don't know. They're scary, but they're beatable, and they let you know that they're beatable. Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Rose in the Hat, she's like the leader of this group of menacing shiners, where they feed on other people's shine. They found a way to harness that, and keep themselves young. And she has a group of different people that have different abilities. One person could control what people are thinking. Another person could teleport. All the people in her group specifically have the ability that helps them capture different shinings. And there's a gruesome kill for a child that happens in the film. Early in the film, they do not pull back. I was just like, damn.
In the introduction of their characters, I got It vibes from them. You know what I mean? Like Pennywise vibes. So
now my favorite character is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm listening to you. You said It Pennywise vibes. I kind of got that.
With the flowers and the pulling the girl in, luring her in, like the same way he did with the boat. You know what I mean? Like that scene.
At first you get that, but the more you dive into those characters, you find out they're a bunch of junkies, bro. Like when they get that smoke, that shine, they're eating it like crack. They're just like, I need that shine. To the point where if another member of the team dies, their body turns into like a shining gas that they could inhale. They heal themselves, so they could be mid-conversation, and they'd be like, oh, Billy, you ain't looking so good. And they'll call the crew, hey, Billy about to die. Come on, let's go ahead and feed. The dude will die and be like, like it's comic. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be comical, but I laughed. I was like, they some damn fiends out here, shine fiends.
I don't think the smoke should have been like 3D like that. I think it should have been practical. Like something more like you're seeing an animal eating like another carcass and you're actually seeing the blood all over them. Something up to that effect of like, oh my God, like hyenas eating a deer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be more like, oh God.
They like, explain it like, where it's kind of like a soul. Because later on in the film where he finally becomes Dr. Sleep, he's kind of like not the Grim Reaper, but he's like the person that helps you on your journey as you're passing because he works at the hospice.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay, and you'll see the smoke like leave their mouth slowly as they're dying. It's done in a great effect. But I'm just like, I think to myself, I'm like, yo, if those fiends were out there, they would have been over that man's mouth. They're like the person that comes to a house for weed, but they don't want to pay for it, so they just over there trying to grab all your smoke without trying to get a hit.
Lord, yeah, one of them ones, eh?
They're just with, you got some, you got some, you got some.
Yeah.
So they show you their recruitment process of how they recruit new members. They show that early in the film, and then they show you how they survive, and that they constantly need that, and they're looking for their next big fix. They need their new fix of the highest high of shining, and that's where the character Abra Stone comes in.
My thing is, how did he make it to a grown man? Like, I liked. I don't know if it's spoilers, but I like that he's actually the kid from The Shining. That story that progresses, that's dope. But how the hell did he make it to adulthood?
Well, the thing is, if you like, the older you get, the less you shine. If you're dabbling in drugs and stuff like that, that diminishes your shine and makes it like dirty. So it's kind of like if I was a vampire and I wanted some good blood, but I found out you have all these STDs and a drug problem, I'm like, I don't want that blood. I want the finest of the fine. So his shine is dirty. He used to shine really bright and clean as a kid, but now that he's old and drugged and a ex-drug user, his is not as clean. Now the new character, this young girl, she shines. She's like the brightest shiner. She's like Neo of the Matrix. She's strong. She's strong to the point where she could teleport to different areas. To the point where the villains, they're afraid of her. They don't want to fight her head on, but they want to eat her.
Yeah.
So it's a weird game of cat and mouse where they're like, yo, this girl's strong as hell. We gotta catch her slipping so we can eat her. Because there's a confrontation early in the film where her character, Abra Stone, confronts the leader of the bad guys. Mm-hmm. Rose with the hat. Homegirl's in the grocery store minding her business and gets the brakes beat off of her psychically by that little girl while she's at home.
Nice, that's good.
I was like, oh snap! I've never seen a movie where the villain, they're afraid of that girl. So they flip it. They're afraid of that girl, but that girl's outnumbered. She can take them on one by one, but there's 7 of them. And she also doesn't know how to control her powers well. So Ewan McGregor's character is like the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So he's good for this role.
Yeah, so he's there training her and making sure she's up to par to handle these people. And then those crackheads, they're running out of shine and they're trying to zero in on where this girl is. And the girl, she has to be careful. The more she interferes with them, they have a person on their team that's like a tracker that can sense her location.
I just think it would have been more dope if they actually it was like their third eye, like the middle area of your brain, that spot where you have that thing. Like they just crack open their heads and they're actually taking that out, and you're seeing them eating that shit like violently. Like, I don't know, this looked a little clean, a little too PG-13.
No, you didn't see the death of a baseball player, did you?
Well, from what I saw up to, I was like, this is soft.
No, they did. Okay, so
they get more adult.
Yeah,
like our generation and older were the ones that were into like these novels really back in the day. You know what I mean? So like,
here's the thing about the shine. When you're trying to eat it, these fools, you want to eat a good steak, you want to tenderize it, you want to marinate it. Yeah, they do that with the shine. They do it with fear and confusion. Kidnap you. They might stab you and like hurt you a little bit, and they'll be like sniffing. They're like, it's almost ready. Stab him again.
Like, you sound like it. Pennywise ain't in this movie.
Pennywise ain't in but he taking note. He's like, this is what they do. Pennywise in the sewer somewhere writing down because it's all in the same universe. He in the sewer writing down like some good tactics these kids over here are doing. Let me write that down.
Now, was this a novel before, like The Shining?
Yeah, this is a book. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
So there's 3 journeys. You're watching the villains and their motivations. Everybody has good motives. Their motives is that, they're trying to stay alive. They've been doing this for a long time, and they need that big hit. If they take this girl, this will keep them alive for a very long time because she has a very bright shine. The young girl, she's just trying to survive and learn how to use her powers. Yeah. And then Ewan McGregor, he's pulled in there because the girl, she's scared because she has powers where she could sense other people shining, and she could sense when other kids are getting killed. And she's like, "Yo, these people are getting closer and closer to my house. I need your help. I don't know how to take these people out." She's talking to him as a pen pal through that chalkboard in his room.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So they form a relationship as pen pals throughout the film. So she'll write like "hello," and then he'll come back home the next day and be like, "How's your day?" And then he'll see another message written on his door. On his wall from her.
It's an advanced version of what he did when he was a kid to the guy to get him to come back.
Exactly. So you see, they're treading on old grounds, but they're modernizing it.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, I like that. It's not a bad idea.
So all that is going on. They're forming this friendship, and he's training her while the bad guy, the imminent threat, is still closing in.
Yeah.
And then I love that they showed you that the bad guys have flaws. No, they're not perfect. They're kind of goofy. They're not really that menacing. They're scary in numbers, but like alone, you could take them out. I like that the characters in this film don't make dumb decisions.
So you mean like the bad guys, the good guys, and all around good decisions?
Everybody makes good decisions. Even the bad guys, if they messed up, they were slipping. It just crossed. It was something I wouldn't think of, and I'd be like, oh shit. I wouldn't think to do that. There's a lot of mind games because the girl can control your mind.
Yeah.
And she uses that to her advantage.
That's how she made his house move then, to read the message in the trailer.
Yeah, he could there's a shine power where you can move like your environment and then see what's in there. You can also go inside people's minds and they might have folders and you can read up on them. and like when you're playing The Witcher and you gotta go through like the bestiary and read about the different monsters you're about to kill and their weaknesses.
Yeah.
Before she fights like the bad guys, she might do that. She might like, all right, let me go jump in there, research in their mind and see what their weaknesses are. But while I'm in there, they might detect me. So there's that going on as well. There's a lot going on in this film. My biggest flaw in the film is that it's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
A little long.
The first act is a little slow. Mm-hmm. But by the second act is great, and the third act, this is a slight spoiler. They go back to the Shining Hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did that in Ready Player One. Also, they recreated the hotel, so that was pretty dope too. That's exciting. I want to see that. Did they physically actually drive there, or did they go there in their mind?
They physically drive there.
Oh, okay, good.
And they reenact. Kind of goes back to The Shining all over again. We'll talk about that if you want to talk about spoilers later. I can talk about that with you.
Yeah, when I saw this, I fell asleep watching it, and then I woke up to some like pinata of a friggin' doll floating in the screen, and it said "Order now!" I was like, "What the hell?" So I was like,
that's trash, bro.
I gotta see it in theaters. I gotta see it in theaters
because this guy Mike Flanagan, the way he directed this and the cerebral stuff that he's doing. I kind of want him to do Doctor Strange too, man. He did a great job. Like this is what I want out of Doctor Strange too.
Okay. You want to get into spoilers now, or do you want to give you a number and then we'll get into spoilers?
I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was great. I thought the story was great. Rebecca Ferguson, Rose with the hat. I thought she did a good job of portraying a villain that's vulnerable. Kayla Curran that plays Abra Stone. She's a great up-and-coming actress. We have a strong black female lead who's not, who you see her grow into her own. By the end of the film, you're like, yo, this chick's ready, man. These dudes better not mess with her. She will whoop their ass. Ewan McGregor does a good job. In the beginning of the film, he's wrestling with that accent. I was like, damn, he ain't just fighting ghosts. He's fighting that accent right now.
It's crazy, huh?
Did you also see the character Snakebite Andy in the beginning?
I saw when the girl bit him in the theater.
Okay, yeah. So that was part of the recruiting process for villains, and they showed you how they recruit.
It's a weird thing. Why recruit people if you're like a secret society trying to survive off of?
Well, the thing is, her ability is that she can control people and make them do stuff, and it's getting harder and harder to kidnap these kids. So having somebody on your team that could say, "Hey, come in my car," is easier than coming up and just snagging them and bring them. You could make them willingly do stuff.
They were recruiting her at the time.
Yeah, they're like, we could either eat her or recruit her, but she has an ability that's going to feed us for a long time.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
So that's why she's part of the crew. They're like, let's feed this for a while.
I'm gonna try to see this tomorrow. I ain't got no work nothing, so I'm gonna try to check it out for sure.
All right, so 9.5 out of 10. My one issue is the runtime. Definitely go see it. Great acting, great, amazing cinematography.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done very nicely.
So it's that's what I want to see on the big screen. You know, some nice.
Yeah, go see it in theaters. You'll like it.
Cool. Yeah, definitely check it out tomorrow. Let's get into the spoilers, man.
Wait, spoilers. Spoiler alert. So, what happens in the film is why they have to go back to the Shining House. Neither one of them are strong enough to fight these people. They're like, yo, I'm not strong enough to fight them. You're not strong enough to fight them. But I know a place that's so evil it feeds on people like us. And I know how to navigate in there. This bitch turns into Home Alone 2, bruh. He goes to that house. He's like, because the house has been like closed down and dormant for a while. He's like, I gotta wake that bitch up. Home Alone 2 style, bro. He starts setting traps. He starts making sure the house wakes up. He's like, all right, this is where my dad tried to murder my mom. Let's make sure. As he's walking to the rooms, because it's like dead and desolate, you see the light will turn on. And then, like, you know, since the house is alive, like the fixtures and stuff will like start looking new again as he's walking room to room. He'll slowly start morphing. I was like, oh shit. He went to the maze. He had everything set up. So when that girl finally like hunted them and found them, he's like, all right, bait set, trap set, let's get this done. Best scene in the movie, bro.
Nice. All right.
Still Home Alone 2, bro.
Yeah. So, okay, I got to see what happens in the end. But yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that part was fun. I was like, oh shit. The other thing that goes into play, remember he's been locking all these different ghosts in his head?
Yeah, they all came out.
He's like, once they got that trap set, he's like, all right, baby, let all them things out.
Wow. So how come he can see the guy that he talked to before who introduced him to the shining power? Like,
because he's dead. He can talk to dead people once you have that power.
Okay, good or bad?
Good or bad. Because there's a scene later on in the film where when he starts working as a doctor, they explain that there's a cat in the hospice that can tell when people are dead or if there's ghosts in the area. And that he saw that the cat was going into one room. He's like, nobody's in there. He's like, oh shit. So he walks in there, he sees a shadowy figure. And he's like, not today. You see a box open. He's like, I'm about to lock this nigga up. And then there's the black guy. He's like, wait, no, don't lock me up. so that's how they show you in that scene, like, oh, he can see dead people, good or bad. Because he was ready to lock him up. He didn't see who it was. He's like, oh, time to get my box. You see the box open. He was ready to lock him up. So
I'm surprised his dad wasn't in this movie. Like,
he is.
Okay. I was waiting for you to say that. I was like, what the hell? They're gonna make this movie and not put a 3D version of his dad?
Yeah, they do a 3D de-aged version of him once he gets to the hotel.
Yeah, still in that maze.
He was the bartender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because at the end he's in a picture because he got locked. He died there.
Yep. Yeah, he's trapped there. He's trapped there as a bartender. So his character got closure because he was able to talk to his dad.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. I'm gonna check that out then.
Totally, a really dope movie. You didn't get to see the interactions with the girl and Rose. No. Those are done well because when the Abra Stone, when she goes into Rose's mind, she's like, I'm about to fuck with her. She went into her mind and she displayed herself where her eyes are missing and stuff. Like she looked creepy as hell. And she's like, I'm stronger than you. Starts slapping her around in the grocery store. Yeah. And as she was slapping her around, she was going through files in her head and reading up on everybody in her crew. This person could do this. This person could do that.
Okay.
And then it's dope, man. Like it's a dope film.
Is it?
It's
scary?
Not scary. Nah.
It doesn't sound like it's scary at all. Like it just sounds like it's like a fun movie.
Like whenever the ghosts show up, I felt bad for them. I was like, they about to get their ass beat.
Hey, look at it sounds like they're just like bullet sponges, kind of. You know, like they're just like They're basically like the two guys from that movie that you said, Home Alone.
Yeah, they're like the wet bandits, man. Remember the ghost in the beginning, the lady in the tub?
Yeah.
She got locked. Okay, so she makes a couple appearances. By the end of the movie, the little girl, she's minding her business, and she sees that ghost lady in her tub, and she's like, This bitch, all right. So she goes in the room and she closes the door and you hear Lady Until go, no! And you know she must be in that box.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was from The Shining. Like,
Yeah, she's from The Shining. Yeah, the thing is, like, these ghosts, like, they don't know who they messing with, bro. They try. They tried. They're just like, oh shit, no.
It could have been deeper, darker type of thing. I think they could have put a little.
Like the stuff that they show they're scary. Like the monsters they show are scary, but this girl and Dan, they're so powerful that they'll come with some bullshit like I'm ready to kill. No shit, no. That's like Freddy Krueger showing up and then him being like, oh damn, no.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what? I don't know. I would have liked the story more if it was more like a real thing that conspiracy theory thing that people talk about now, where it's a third eye and those rich elitists want to like kids and people take the third eye from them and they actually eat that.
They're kidnapping kids and they're eating their energy because it's so pure. And that's what's going on in America right now. There's like a large number of missing kids going on.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I wish this story actually brought into it. It was that real scary thing more, you know.
There's scary moments. Like there's times where Rose and her crew would unexpectedly show up at your house and murder a family member who doesn't have powers. Yeah. So that shit happens. Like they might be like, "Oh, I'm going for groceries." Oh, step.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good movie. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound trash.
Yeah. No, it's not trash. So there's a little kid. They give you like a quick synopsis on him right before he dies, man. He did him dirty. He was a baseball player, and they're like, yo, this kid never misses. And you find out that he has a shine, and he will read the pitcher's mind before he hits. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yo, all these scouts are watching you today, so play good. So he played well, he won. He walking home, he minding his business. The snakebite lady, she's like, come in the car now. He's done for, bro. They bring him in there. They torture him so they could get that shot. And they're showing it. This kid's like 12 years old, and they're stabbing him. You're watching them die slow. I was like, bro, you could pull the camera back a little bit. And every time he gets hurt, you see that smoke come out of his mouth a little bit. These crackheads are over there. They're like, hurt him some more. We need it to be more pure.
Yeah.
That part to me, like, I was laughing, but it was also disturbing.
It hit you different.
Because I was like, damn, it was a grown man. I'd be like, but it was a kid. I was just like, man, y'all killing 12-year-old kid, man. Has his whole life ahead of him. He probably play some baseball.
Yeah.
Because it's not even fair. When that girl tells you to do something, you do it. There's a part where they confront her, and she told one guy to kill himself.
She's like Mr. Purple from Jessica
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And then Rose with the hat, I don't even know what her power was. She was strong and seductive. That's all. She always crossing her legs.
She could pop flowers out of her hat.
Bro, I don't know what she did. I don't even know how old she is. She always has a top hat. I have a theory. I'm like, maybe she was Jack the Ripper. Because she was talking to one guy, and there was an old man in their group. He always needed some shine because every day he's like, I ain't looking good. I'm like, bro, you never look good. Every day he's like, you got some more shine? I'm like, he the last one. Don't waste it on his old ass.
Oh, Lord.
When he goes, she's like she's giving this long story about him. They're like, you ran with the Romans and you did this and you did that. I'm like, damn, bro, he from BC. He from before Christ. He old.
Jeez. So...
I think she's up there with him. I think she's probably Jack the Ripper or something.
Probably. Who knows?
She's been recruiting for years to the point where that young black girl, she's super strong, but they're like, nah, you can't handle her. And I felt like she could handle her. She slapped her around that grocery store. Molly whopped her ass, but it was funny too. There's one scene where she was trying to go into that girl's mind and she was on top of a car.
Yeah.
And that black girl said, nah. Slapped her ass off the car, and she slid in the grass for a while.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't supposed to be laughing out loud. I was like, yo, some Home Alone 2 shit right here. Wet banded ass. Slapped her ass off the car, brother. Bloop.
Yeah, this does not sound scary at all.
Went into her mind, beat her up, and mangled up the woman's fingers. And then the rest of her crew was like, you good? She's like, do I look good? Me and my dad were rolling, bro. We were loud. I was like, damn, this is a different kind of horror movie out here. It's like seeing Freddy Krueger getting his ass beat
over and over again.
over and over.
Yeah, I don't even know what genre to put this in.
I don't know because there's scary stuff in it, but then they whoop the scary person's ass though, left and right, molly whopping their ass, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to see that scene in theaters, bro, where she's on the car meditating, and she's like, "I'm about to get that black girl." And that black girl said, "Nah, girl, black girl magic." Slapped her ass off that car, bro. And she slid for a good while too when she was on the ground. She's like, ah.
Might have to go see it on Tuesday or.
It was a clean slide too. I was like, damn, she slapped her clean with the force. That's the type of shit I want to see in Star Wars.
So all the actors across the board stood out to you in this movie?
Just the top three. Ewan McGregor, he does a good job. The standouts are Rebecca Ferguson, Rose with the hat. She's from not Metal Gear. What am I talking about? Mission Impossible movies, the newer ones.
Oh, really? She didn't look familiar at all when I saw her.
Well, she dyed her hair and stuff, but she's the girl with the motorcycle that Tom Cruise is after.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can see it now. She looks different with black hair.
Yeah, she's looking nice in this movie. And then the little girl, Abra Stone, she's a good standout of the film.
Okay, up and comer.
Yeah, she did a good job. I was like, I kind of want to follow a series with her, but what kind of messed me up is like, okay, this girl was strong, and you had to use the house to kill her. And by the end of the movie, that house is burnt down.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do now with somebody else that's stronger than her is going to come after you? You don't have that house to rely on.
Maybe they're going to go get it.
What was he going to do? Get Pennywise and be like, yo, we need you to join the initiative.
That'd be stupid. Hopefully it's a one-off movie, man, because I don't know. This doesn't sound like it needs a sequel.
No. This is already a sequel to The Shining. It doesn't need like a part. No.
Yeah, trilogy.
Nah. But it's good. The little girl, she's biracial. She got a black daddy. You already know what that means. He's going to disappear in her life. One way or
be helicopter parenting and checking the hymen.
Yep, they already found a way to make him disappear. Once he showed you that he had a black dad and a white mom, I was like, oh, he either gonna die or be a deadbeat and disappear.
Oh, he dies in the movie or something?
I'm gonna ruin that for you.
Okay.
Yo, Marcus Jones just hit me up if you want to call him. He just sent me a message that says, yo.
We're an hour and 43 minutes into this, man.
I know. Buddy.
Watchmen.
Well, I think this is the end of this podcast. We're going to talk about the Watchmen on our next episode that's on YouTube. Right, Casey?
Yeah, let's do it for sure.
All right. Again, you can reach us on...
huh? Yes, no, I was just laughing because the last 3 episodes we've been ending and we're like, we're going to talk about Watchmen. But this time we're doing it, okay, guys? Got you. Episode 1, 2, and 3. We're talking about all 3 on YouTube. So, what were you saying? Continue, man.
Oh, yes. You can reach us at thebacchanalsquad@gmail.com. On Instagram at _Bacchanal. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. I started tweeting again. You know. Yes. That hymen in check, baby. I made the hymen joke about the TI. So I'm trying to be more active on there. I just created a TikTok. I'm going to try to start making TikTok videos for the Bacchanal on there.
Nice.
So we here, we live, baby.
Yes, we are, man. Ski masks up.
Mask on, baby.
Ski masks up.
All right, so this is the Bacchanal Podcast, episode 101.
Peace.